coaches bringing in new systems. Clark, it's amazing to watch them build a base and then add layers to it.
I agree, B.A. I mean, that's one of the remarkable things about the NBA and teams coming together. You've got to build it, and guys have to sacrifice and adjust along the way. That's the only way it can work. And you've got to be fundamentally sound and committed to the process, coaches and players.
So here's Dallas's starting group. We've got JaVale McGee. Tim Hardaway is out there with Thomas Satoransky. Then it's Green, and it's Tolliver in at the power forward position. Now here's Hardaway. There's a screen. To the paint. Tolliver gets the bucket.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Pass to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. Three-pointer. Tolliver pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. McGee, a screen on Johnson. Tolliver. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Booker against Hardaway. Hayden with a screen. Booker for three. Booker missing again. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
And he gets that one.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Paul. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them. How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Paul with it, covered by McGee. Paul can't get it to go.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
Satoransky left side. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to...
Slow down, ref! Let them play!
approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence.
Timeout.
Now that...
Beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Paul passes to Ayton. Booker with it. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up.
Finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both shots good from the strike.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Here's Tolliver. 9 points in the game. Here's Hardaway, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Johnson. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Out to the wing. Let's go with a three. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better. He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Tolliver from behind the arc. The Suns clear it. Booker with it. And here's Paul. A minute 58 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Booker. And the Suns miss again.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Pass to Tolliver. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here's Paul. Hayden with a screen. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Johnson. Phoenix no good that time either.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Right side, Hardaway. Chalk up 2 there.
Really taking charge of the game.
Getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Christian Wood is checked in for McGee. Finney-Smith comes in for Green. Karis LeVert's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Curry in for Satoransky. The Mavericks on offense. They've got a 22-run going. What a pace. Oh, deflected. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Matthews. And the Suns miss again. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Tolliver. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 16.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Wade. Over to the left wing. Here's Frazier. Three-pointer, no good. Outside Curry. Pass to Tolliver. Lets it go from deep. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. 19 points in the game.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And that's it for the first quarter.
Quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort, defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Completely new group here for the Mavericks. And the Suns call time here. So the Mavericks 5 right now. They've got Tim Hardaway. He's out there with Jeremy Lamb. Josh Green out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Tolliver in at the 4. It's Bridges on the wing. Inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He ended up with 36 points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. An astounding game for him, putting up numbers we might be talking about for the rest of his career. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Pass to Johnson. And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
You know, making plays for others, something Lamb has been encouraged to do more of, especially in the pick and roll.
Booker for three. Tolliver pulls it in.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Green, the pass to McGee. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, in close shots that he takes.
Here's Paul, and it's Phoenix with another.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
McGee, a screen on Booker. Here's Lamb. Ooh, and he took a hard foul. Satoransky, he's checked in for Hardaway. Lamb hits them both. Here's Booker. He's got 6. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Paul. That one is off. Great D that time from McGee.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's Dallas, already up 20.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. Over in the East, DeMar DeRozan.
The wily vet DeMar DeRozan winning this award, playing fantastic basketball. Really tough to defend off the dribble, loves to work that mid-range area, and always seems to be polishing his move. He's a true pro.
And now switching gears to our featured game, a phenomenal first half for the Dallas Mavericks.
The bench, a big reason they've got a sizable advantage. When you have guys coming in scoring points.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And the Mavericks with possession here. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Satoransky outside. They set the pick. Pass to Tolliver. And he goes in for the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
From deep, Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Hey, one heck of a crossover there. That's 29 for him.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense. They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's a three from Paul. He's off on that one, and it's Dallas the other way.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
To the inside, Tolliver. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Paul, covered by Satoransky. McGee against Aiden. It's Booker on the wing. He's got 6. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Booker's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Green. Outside Hardaway. Here's Tolliver. Green with a screen on Johnson. Down low. 5 on the clock. And it's good for 2. Green's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Pass to Johnson. Fires the 3. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And the Suns will go for a different. Johnson. Matthews comes in for Bridges. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Booker. And it's Frazier in for Paul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Woods checked in for McGee. Finney-Smith comes in for Green. Karis LeVert's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Curry in for Satoransky. The Mavericks have gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this 3rd quarter. Pass to Tolliver. The runner. And that's off the glass and in. 37 points for him.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Frazier. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Undrafted coming out of college in 2016, Dorian Finney-Smith had to earn his place in the league. And DFS did so primarily with his defense initially.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of
there, reading the
in for the Suns. Ball comes in for Frazier. On the court right now for Dallas. Davis Bertans is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Thomas Satoransky, and it's Tolliver in at the 5 down low. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. For Finney-Smith, he's a classic 3-and-D player, Clark. Those guys are in high demand right now.
They sure are, B.A. And what a story for Dorian Finney-Smith. I mean, I remember watching him in Florida. Thought he had a chance to be an NBA player, but he just signed a 4-year, $52 million contract in 2022. And he certainly has tapped into the potential that some of us thought he had. His willingness to compete on defense, that's how you make a mark in the league. And then you add to your offensive game, and you've got staying power.
Here's Tolliver. It's hauled in by Saric.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Shoots from the baseline. No good. A bit long that time. Dallas has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter.
You know, this is an area Lamb must continue to improve his passing. And when he passes it like this, it helps out a lot.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
And, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Outside Bertans. Here's Tolliver. Another three for Dallas.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Pass to Paul. And Grant, you played on a Suns team whose training staff was renowned. Is that still a differentiator between teams, or has everybody caught up and on the same level now?
B.A., I think everyone's caught up. 15 years ago, the Suns training staff was ahead of their time. But now teams are all much more sophisticated. They understand injury prevention, rest, recovery, really aiding the players, and I think adding years for players on the back end of their careers.
Saric knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
Here's Tolliver. It's hauled in by Saric. Saric has got 4 rebounds now.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
for the Mavericks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And this was a telling game. They'll meet 4 times this season, and I'd say it looks like a good matchup for them. They'll be looking forward to their next 3 meetings against Phoenix.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jay.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Booker can't get it to go.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Satoransky outside to the inside. Tolliver. And yes, another basket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And it's the Suns with the ball. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. DiVincenzo, the pass to Booker. Lets it fly. Great look there, but off target.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight, one sweet one after another.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised.
Hopefully in October.
Competitive core players are evaluating year-round now, during games and off-court activities.
And again,